Hi everyone, welcome to a brand new feature I am going to be trying. It's a YouTube premiere, however you want to pronounce it. So welcome and thank you for joining. Now I will be chatting with you live in the chat box. This is all very new for me, so you need to be logged into your YouTube account to be able to chat in the chat box. But I will be there chatting away and saying hello and chatting with you as we watch this video together. Now I am currently offering a class by mail, and how that works is by purchasing the Tropical Chic. I am stumbling over my words today. It must be Monday for me. Maybe not at the time that we're watching, but it's Monday at the moment. So you will be using the Tropical Chic and also the matching dies that go with it. So when you purchase these two from me by filling out the registration form on my blog, you will get a card kit in the mail along with your products here to create 3 cards. Now tonight we're going to make 2 of those cards, and in your class you will receive enough to make 2 of each, so you'll have 6 cards plus their envelopes plus all the instructions to go with them. So but we'll just be creating 2 of those cards tonight. The other thing, so there will be a few bits and pieces that you will need to have at home in your own stock. One of them is a sentiment. Of course, you can use the sentiments that are already in the stamp set, but I'm running low on my birthday cards, so I am stocking up with birthday sentiments. So I'm going to be using the Itty Bitty Birthdays stamp set as well, but you can use whatever sentiment you like. And the rest of the products that you require at home are on my blog as well on the registration form. Now, I do realise that the Tropical Chic and the Tropical Finlets dies are in the annual catalogue, and you may have these already. So if that's the case, you can, when you go to fill out the registration form, you can pop in different products. So if you want to alternate that, like pick an alternative, then you are more than welcome to do that. Postage may increase depending on what you are purchasing, like if you're purchasing 12 by 12 paper, then I have to buy bigger bags, so the postage will be bigger. I think that's it. So we're going to create these 2 cards. I've got everything ready to go. So let's chat, grab your coffees, make sure you've got a beverage of your choice, and let's get started. Okay, this one is our first card, and it's a nice happy birthday one, and we've got a lot of shimmer going on as well with our Wink of Stella. So now I have done a lot of pre-work beforehand, so it is going to be a quick make for me. Don't worry, all the instructions, I'm just going to tilt my camera a little bit. I can see it's a bit on the wonk. So hopefully it's not making you feel a little bit on the ill side. I think sometimes when the camera is misplaced, you can sort of feel a bit lopsided. So I've got a lot of, well, I've pretty well done everything off camera. So if you, don't worry about any of that, because when you are signing up for class by mail, you don't even have to worry about sizing or anything, because you'll get all your cardstock pre-cut and ready to go. Instructions for the technique will also be in your PDF, and if you want to make extra cards later, all the card measurement sizes will also be in your PDF. So we're going to start with Whisper White thick card base. So this will be similar to what you'll be getting at home, apart from you'll be doing the technique and the die cutting yourself. So look for I should have been a little bit more organized, but you guys know me, I am definitely not always having a little issue with my snail. Still having an issue. If you do have a little issue, all you have to do is give that wrong way, a little bit of a tweak, and she starts running again. Okay, so this is mint macaron, and just going to pop that down first. You can sponge around the edges of your card if you wish, but I was looking for some quick cards because I've done a technique on it. I sometimes want to try and just speed up the process of my card making, so I don't worry about sponging around the outside, but you can definitely do that if you want. So next comes down a piece of melon, not melon mumbo, I'm using Lovely Lipstick. The two colours are very, very similar. So I'm just going to trim off that little bit of an overhang there. And if you didn't know, during celebration we are getting a brand new mini cutter. So I don't have to use this one anymore, I can use a Stampin' Up one. So if you're interested in getting that, it's easy, you just become a demonstrator. Okay, next I've cut out some various leaves, and again this technique will all be shown to you in the class. So I'm just going to pop a few down. I'm going to use another little, this is just a two-way glue pen, so I'm going to pop one down here. Sort of, I've already worked out my placements for these, so it's quite easy for me to pop them down. Then just using a bit of glue on this die cut out here. Super simple. And I'll pop that one around there. I love this cutout. I haven't used them, and in the dies you just nest the two together. Makes it super simple to get a different shape. Whoops, sticking to my finger more than, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to put a block on that. Put a block on that while I put some adhesive on this one. So this is one of those great stamp sets that you can pull out of your cupboard and use for any occasion. I think now this one I'm just going to overlap just a little bit, and I'm going to pop my block back on there. Because next I have embossed Happy Birthday onto some shaded spruce, and I'm just going to put some dimensionals on the back of that. Now I have got sign-ups for this until, now I just want to, I might put these down first. I've got sign-ups for this open until Friday the 13th. So I'm just going to pop these on already, I think. What I like to do is just have a rough idea about where I'm going to stick my sentiment, which will probably go about there. I don't want it too low. And then I will pop, where shall I put it? See, I'll pop it down a little bit there, so I will cover it ever so slightly. Okay, and then my other two, I will pop down here just a little bit so that I don't cover up too much of it, stuck to my finger, and then I'll twist that one around a little bit so that the stamen are facing a different direction, and pop that down too. Peel off the backing. And just making sure everything's lined up straight, and pop that down. Now, I have not got my rhinestones near me. So, just as well, I have got everything pretty well behind me. I'm going to grab a couple of rhinestones, and you will also get these in your card kit as well. So pretty much the card kit is free with your order. You do have to fill out the registration form in order to join. And put one more up there, and then the finishing touch, because I think adding a wink of Stella just gives that a little bit of something extra without having to add extra embellishments. Now you do have to be careful with this one, because I find that the Lovely Lipstick, being such a bold, rich colour, will actually bleed. So that's why I'm trying to avoid those white areas. And there we have it. There is our first card done. Okay, this one is the second card that I'll be showing you. What I like to do when I make my sets of 3 is to use the same types of colours and theme, and that way that when you're sitting down to create them, you've got everything there and you can create your 6 cards easily without having to have a whole stack of products in front of you. And it also goes back to when I was being published in the magazine, and I, you know, all the projects that you would make would be in groups of 3. So this one we are going to adhere right to the top. Right to the top of the card fold, right up here near the spine. I've got new grid paper here. I've finally opened up my packet and my lines are different to what I'm used to. Okay, next is, so that's the mint macaron again. Next I've got some shaded spruce, and I've also got a piece of the lovely lipstick, and I've stamped one of the, like, just the line images on them, but I only need about half a centimetre, so I'm just going to trim this down. It was easier to stamp a bigger piece and then trim it down after. So just trying to get that fairly straight if you can, and the rest can disappear. So now I've just got a small piece. And I'm just going to adhere that to the bottom of my shaded spruce. So super easy. And then this is going to get, oh, if I can pick it up and turn it over. This is going to go down flush with the top of my card again. So up where the spine, in the middle, and down. Now I've got an array of leaves again, and I'm just going to follow the card that I had previously made. You may need to fluff around a little bit like I did when I was designing the cards to get them into a position that you like them, or you can just follow the photograph in your PDF and place them where I've placed them. It should be easier the second time around for me, just following the photo. And you can overlap that and have it onto the white. Now I'm just going to do my trick that I did before. Whoops. Sorry about that, dropping all my blocks, and pop my block on there. Now I'm going to have my happy birthday up fairly high for this one, so I think this one I put down next. And that one I want to come right down and overlap into some of the white down there as well. Okay, you sort of feel like you're covering up that little bit of stamped image on the bottom, but that little bit of pink, but it does peep through. And push that one out there. I think I had that roughly there. Okay, I think the key is to separate the leaves a little bit when you're placing them down. Try not to cram them all up together, because you've got to remember that we're going to be placing flowers all around it as well. Now I will be doing the same trick as last time, so pop a couple of the mini dimensionals down. And I have a whole stack of little, are they frangipanis? I think they're frangipanis, aren't they? Down. So I'm going to, so you'll notice that some are a little bit lighter and some are a little bit darker, but it's just using the one ink pad. So I'm going to pop these down roughly where I want them, and then I'll pop the third one up, and then on the bottom I'll use 2 dark ones and then pop my lighter one up. So just the reverse. Okay, so I'll leave my happy birthday there as a rough guide. Take these away one by one. And adhere these ones down. Whoops, I think I just grabbed the wrong one. Take you away. And turn you around a little bit. So I hope you are enjoying this little YouTube premiere. It's the first time I've done one. Hopefully it won't be the last, and it sort of feels a bit funny knowing that I'll be in the chat box with you in a couple of nights' time while I'm making this video. So sort of almost a little bit Back to the Future-ish, isn't it? Maybe. I'm not sure. So I'll probably feel like a git watching myself back later on though. So just remove them. Whoops. And pop that on. I'm going to pop it a little bit towards the left-hand side, I think. Now flip these guys over and I could probably use a big one for them, I reckon. Rather than use 2 small ones, I reckon a big one. There we go. And that one needs to come down the bottom, and I'm just going to pop it up a little bit. I don't want to, because I've cut that quite thin, but I do want to overlap my sentiment just a little bit. I could have had them a little bit closer up to the happy birthday, but you can muck around with your placement. You want just sort of like a cluster, but you still want to be able to see the flowers. Maybe I can, there we go. Okay, and oh look, 3 left. Perfect. We've had a little bit of rain today. It's just started. One over there. Last one up here. Okay, next is just to add a little bit of that shimmer again. And did I do it on all of them? Nope, I just did it on these 2 that are raised. Super simple. Done. There's our 2 cards. So by the end of your class, you will end up with 2 of them, 2 of these, and 2 of a 3rd card. Plus you will get envelopes that go with them. You'll get a PDF, and of course you'll be purchasing your product. So like I said earlier, you do have until the 13th of December, which is Friday the 13th, so that's an easy one to remember. And I'm assuming that I will get this out. Let's hope that I'm preempting. Let's hope that we're gonna get this video happening to you on, hang on a minute, you know what? Let me stop and flick around. There we go, that's a little bit better. I felt like I was doing a live video then. So assuming that I get this on a Tuesday night, if you are watching this on a Tuesday night, then Wednesday, Stampin' Up! Are offering free shipping on all orders above $45. So you can also take advantage of that as well. So 2 things to remember for this month, the free shipping and also my class. And I think that's it coming up now. I'm not sure, they haven't let out dates for Christmas, but I'm assuming that at this time it's probably getting towards the not being able to be delivered depending on where you live in Australia. So anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this format. It's certainly a little bit different for me, and I'm hoping it goes off without a glitch on the night. So, and I'm hoping that we're all chatting and having a lot of fun together. So this is it. It's a bit weird, but we'll see you again next time. Bye.